Hey everyone, yes it is that time, it is I, and before we get started, first off I want to say if you like our theme, if you liked the variations of the theme, well you've got to check out Mark Woldrich's site. Yes, composer Mark Woldrich and the Special Mark Orchestra. Final Cut tracks are on there, plus some other stuff he's composed at centralbatterymusicworks.com. Remember it, go to it, check it out. They got some great musical tracks in there done by Mark Woldrich himself. If you like the theme, even if you don't exactly care for the theme, you should go there because there's some really freaking cool music there, alright? Also, you want to check out part 2 of the webcast that the Dixon Siders show was very kind to have me on. We talked so much, they split it into 2 parts. Part 2 is up so you can get the whole thing, part 1 and 2, from their website. Link is in the body of this video, plus you've got it on the channel. Now, on to today's doozy of a movie. Folks, here is the epitome of B horror schlock. In other words, we're talking horror of the blood monsters. Yes, the synopsis, according to the box and according to IMDB, is there's a vampire plague on Earth, and so they launch a rocket to go explore where the origins of this vampire plague came from. They seem to be alien in origin. So then they come across this planet that has a vampire caveman on it, as well as dinosaurs and mammoths, if you can really call them that. Folks, Horror of the Blood Monsters, directed and brought to you by Al Adamson, is the epitome of B horror schlock. Okay, I mean, it was released in 1970, but that's only certain parts of the footage of this film. The rest of it's compiled from, I think, like 3 or 4 different movies. One of them's called Tangini, this Filipino caveman movie. Okay, there's a lot of footage in there from it. I think there's also footage in there from 1 million BC in there. There's a freaking elephant that had hair strapped to it to make it look like a mammoth. I mean, there's some guys who are supposed to look like bats. They look like someone took a bad shag carpet and stuck glue and them on it, okay? The caveman fangs are so awful. It looks like someone shoved 2 carrots under the lip, you know, like you did with a kid. It looked about that good, yeah. Al took, like, couple different movies that he owned the license to, cut them up, and then tried to piece them together with live footage that he shot, probably for $1.50, starring John Carradine, Robert Dix, and Vicky Volante. Okay, and Vicky, she played the blonde, and her dialogue's so bad they dubbed it with someone else's voice. It sounds like, I mean, it's horribly dubbed. And meanwhile, everybody else is like improvising the script that was about 1.5 pages for this fill-in footage, just to try to make the shots match. But in the end, you get a patchwork quilt of B horror-dom. And what's even worse is he gets all artistic fartsy with one color, because you find out this spectral radiation is causing the vampirism. Well, they don't really address the vampirism, because the vampirism was never actually really originally written into the movie. It was like kind of tagged on the front of it to try to give it, you know, a different feel. I don't know, maybe vampires were cool at that hour of the day. Folks, this movie is bad. I mean, it's bad, it's funny bad, it's one of those so bad, it's not so bad that it's good, but it's very laughable, very enjoyable. One of those you get your friends together around, you get some alcohol, and if you want some mind-altering drugs, but I wouldn't suggest it, because then the movie might actually make some sense. So just the alcohol, some friends, and have a fun time with this film. I couldn't really rate this film because I didn't know which film to rate, because it's such a hodgepodge of different movies, okay? Al Adamson is known for his B horror schlock, and this one is definitely probably one of his crowning achievements. So if you like that type of movie, if you're looking for just a really bad movie to laugh at, check it out. I think it's even free on Hulu or IMDB. Otherwise, it's definitely up all in Netflix, and you should check it out. Otherwise, folks, you might be better watching your dryer go round and round and round and round. But if you put different cellophane color in front of you, yeah, you get the same effect as this movie had on my brain. And that'll about do it for us here at the Final Cut. Till next time, keep that ticket stub.